And you were talking about Tom and John. Tom released that video blog a few days ago on the train where he was saying like John's side is holding up the fight. What is he referring to there?
Well, I think that, listen, John Jones definitely wants to fight. Just when and where is what we're working on now.
Do you feel confidence? I think you said John.
I'm very
in
confident
summer on first
that fight happens. Yeah.
Tom Aspinall is tired and frustrated with delays in his title unification bout with the heavyweight champion Jon Jones. Aspinall has been calling out Jon Jones for a fight for a long time, but there hasn't been any satisfactory rest from the heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall recently appeared at a WWE event where he talked about this matchup. Aspinall is still pretty focused on his career and is ready to face anyone as his opponent in the UFC. Tom Aspinall said, "I've had enough talking about it, mate. Honestly, I'm bored of it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we will just see. I'm ready to fight whenever they tell me so. Just let me know and I will be there," just like Tom Aspinall. Most of the MMA community also believes Jon Jones is ducking him. However, Dana White has refused to admit this news in a recent press conference. Dana White confirmed that Jon Jones is ready to fight and the delay is from their side. He said this fight would be announced soon after finalizing the date and location.
Leaves John with either fighting you or retiring.
Yeah, that's off the table now. The Alex Pereira fight at heavyweight or any other weight really. I mean, I guess you could still fight him at light heavy, I guess, but it won't be for a title. Yeah, John, there's only one thing to do, mate. Sign the contract and let's get a date going. And I know we seen last night Dana White.
Aspinall also reacted to the statement of Dana White and is hopeful that it will turn into reality. He is confident that things are looking good now and he might get a title fight with Jon Jones in the upcoming months. Jon Jones was interested in fighting Alex Pereira instead of Tom Aspinall, but after Poon's defeat against Anv at UFC 313, the heavyweight champion was left with limited options.
Aspinall fight, let me tell you this. It's a fight I don't need to see because I love Aspinall. I think he's a phenomenal. He's in the heavyweight division. He has grappling, wrestling, incredible striking. You don't see that with heavyweights. Jon Jones is years ahead of everybody, especially at heavyweight. I want Jon Jones to retire unbeaten, and Aspinall goes on to beat.
Meanwhile, after beating Alex Pereira at UFC 3113, Magomed Anvan mocks Jon Jones for ducking Tom Aspinall, enjoying his win on social media. Aniv accused Jon Jones of taking steroids. He was also happy to destroy the planning of Jon Jones to fight Alex Pereira for the title and asked the heavyweight champion to fight Tom Aspinall. Now Majd Anal wrote on his X account, "Bonnie, steroid machine was very disappointed. I beat Alex, please fight Big Tom Aspinall." Stop Running Majd Anally showed complete support for Tom Aspinall and revealed that he will back him in his potential fight with Jon Jones. Anally have further shared the UFC middleweight champion Drus Dupas has interesting thoughts about the potential fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall. He loves the fighting style of Aspinall, but at the same time he respects Jon Jones as well. He doesn't want to see this fight, as he wants Aspinall to achieve greatness in this division after Jon Jones' retirement.
He says, pay me enough and I'm doing it.
If I give him the opportunity to fight me, I want to say it, I want that money.
Aspinall wants it, and one of them has to lose that fight. You look at it and you go, Aspinall's probably going to win. If you ask me that, I say, no. We've said that so many times with Jon Jones, and it makes it easy. The world wants it.
Dupas knows that Jon Jones would agree to fight after getting a huge amount of money predicting this fight. Dupas admits Aspinall is a great fighter, but he said the experience of Jon Jones would be enough for him to retain his title. According to Dupas, Jon Jones would easily manage to beat Aspinall and register another thumping win at UFC.
Jones, like a lot of people consider him the GOAT, the best fighter ever do it. The next hungry lion is Aspinall. It's probably the toughest fight that he'll have. Like this guy's the next generation. He's a lot stronger, a lot faster. But I think Jon Jones is good enough to beat him. But it's like it has to be worth it. The fans are fickle, right? You lose one fight, they're gonna, he sucks. Right? They just care about your last win or your last loss. I think Dana White and them will end up making it. Dana White's a smart businessman. He knows how much money that fight would make. If I'm Jon Jones, you've already done everything in the sport. It's not worth it unless it's that $30 million, $50 million payday. If I'm Jon Jones, I'm picking out Pereira first.
UFC welterweight champion Bilal Muhammad also shared his thoughts about Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall's expected encounter. He seems to be excited to witness these two competing inside the cage. He acknowledged the skills of both fighters and thinks Dana White would make the best plan for this fight that would benefit everyone.
Fights Aspinall this year, which I think it might happen.
It's going to go down, right?
Who do you think wins? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be close. I would say I got to go for John Jones.
You have to, man. But man, I mean, that would be a crazy fight. But then it's like, if John wins that, then nobody could ever say anything.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's the
this is gonna be his last.
Moreover, Aiden Ross is also excited to watch the fight between Jones and Aspen, he thinks. That could be a thrilling encounter between two of the best fighters of the heavyweight division. Ross believes this could be the last UFC appearance for John Jones, so he would try his best to end his career on a high.
It's a very intriguing fight. If I had to put money on it, it'd be super hard for me to bet against a guy like Jones, just because I know the mindset that he comes in with. Not saying Aspinall couldn't get it done because of all those physical gifts that he has. But dog, betting against a guy like that, if he gets you on the ground, that's just a...
However, Rampage Jackson refused to admit anyone in the heavyweight division could beat John Jones. He acknowledged Tom Aspen for his remarkable skills, but Jackson believes John Jones is on another level and it's hard to beat him. Rampage Jackson said, Jay Jones versus Tom Aspen. No, Jay Jones is the GOAT in my book. You know, he is one of the best, and I recently saw Aspen but for the first time recently, and he is a great fighter and he is a great champion, but I think it would be tough for me to ever say anybody will beat John Jones until it happens. Moreover, Elaine Sterling also backs John Jones to beat Tom Aspinall. He supports the experience and skills of the heavyweight champion and believes it would help him to retain his title. Sterling doesn't underestimate Tom Aspinall, but he believes John Jones would be too good for the Englishman.
Eric, listen to me. Let's just put it to you like this, right? We sit in negotiations all day long and we talk about things all day long, right? And I think that everybody that's involved in anything to do with any of this stuff wants all these fights to happen. Right? I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Do you think it happens?
I think that it depends on certain things and whether or not everybody want to make those certain things happen. And if the answer to everybody else is yes, those certain things happen, then yes, the fight will happen. That's all I'll say to that. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. I don't want to, you know what I mean? You know how this is. They get upset when you start talking about it, and I'd rather just leave it alone as opposed to adding fire to it. Because, you know, if I mess around and say the wrong thing, then the wrong person takes it the wrong way.
You're not scared.
Meanwhile, Molly Kawa, who is the manager of John Jones, has shared the aspects that have caused this fight to haven't been confirmed yet. He didn't give detailed insights about the reason, but Molly admitted that they know that most of the MMA fans want to see this fight.
He keeps saying he doesn't want Aspinall.
Aspinall need that fight. I don't need it. When you look at it, pretty much true. There's nothing that he's going to make winning that fight if it's not money. But for Aspinall, that will be everything.
Would you rather see him face Aspinall or would you rather see him face Pereira?
Aspinall will be a more challenging fight because Aspinall responds to a ground game better than Pereira. Aspinall will respond better in wrestling than Pereira. He can do it.
Heavyweight fighter Francis Ngannou explained the benefits that both fighters will get from this fight. According to him, this fight means nothing to John Jones except getting money. But for Aspen, this could be a career-changing opportunity. He believes Aspen needs this fight because it could put him on the list of the best heavyweights of UFC history. Francis also believes Tom Aspen is the only guy right now in their division who could not only challenge him, but beat him as well.
He has to get that win, but do you think Tom Aspinall is the guy to beat John Jones?
For sure. John's scared of him. He's ducking him, man. He don't want to fight. That's why he's like, oh, I'll vacate the title. I'll fight the number 10 guy. Fucking scared. Why do people think John Jones is the GOAT? He literally destroyed his legacy by ducking Tom Aspinall. The guy's a coward, and he's a woman beater. He beat his...
Meanwhile, Colby Covington is not impressed with the behavior of John Jones. He criticized the heavyweight champ for ducking Aspen. He thinks John Jones is possibly scared to lose his belt against Tom Aspen, and that's why he is avoiding the fight. Colby Covington further said that John Jones is acting like a coward and might ruin his legacy by avoiding this fight.
Full heavyweight on the planet. He's the favorite against John Jones, and no man alive can beat Tom Aspinall, in my humble opinion. And that's with the greatest of respect to John Jones.
Gordon Ryan has recently shared his verdict about this potential matchup between John Jones and Tom Aspinall. Ryan praised the takedown and jiu-jitsu skills of Aspen, but he also highlighted a past weakness. In the defense of the English fighter, Gordon Ryan said, the one fight I saw of him losing, he actually got heel hooked. And the heel hook wasn't. That was a long time ago. And Tom has obviously improved a lot since then, but grappling is definitely an area where I think we can win the exchanges. John already has a strong grappling background, so I believe that's an area where we can take advantage. The UFC Hall of Famer Michael Bisping talked about the possibility of a Jones versus Aspen fight to happen. He is confident that the UFC will somehow make this fight happen, and the fans would see a heavyweight clash between Jon Jones and Tom Aspin very soon. Michael Bisping said, "Well, I definitely believe the fight will happen this year. Seems like Jones is up for it. Seems like the UFC wants it to happen. I mean, they said to Tom Aspin it's a done deal, it's going to happen, and it would just be such a shame if that fight didn't happen." Bisping believes this fight will happen in 2025, and the former champion also shared the expected location of this highly anticipated fight. Michael Bisping further added, "I think it's going to happen. International Fight Week, Las Vegas 2025, but what do I know? I'm not basing that on any inside information." Talking about the favorite to win this fight, Michael Bisping believes that Tom Aspinall has a huge chance to beat the heavyweight champion. According to Bisping, Aspinall is the fastest, possibly most powerful heavyweight on the planet. He claims that the Englishman is the favorite against Jon Jones in their potential fight. Bisping respects Jon Jones as a GOAT of this sport, but he thinks Aspin will overcome this challenge of Jon Jones and become the new champion.
Best chance of anybody to beat Jon right now. But that being said, I still think Jon wins the fight just because of his wrestling. I think he puts Tom on his back and is able to nullify his jiu-jitsu from being in top position with his elbows and control. What does Jon win to take that fight, though? He goes out there and beats Tom. Is it really going to make or break his career? I don't think it.
Similarly, Frank Mir is also expecting Tom Aspin to end the title reign of Jon Jones. He believes the English fighter has the best chance of beating the current champion. However, Mir knows Jon Jones is a great fighter, and he will manage to defend his belt using his relentless power and outstanding wrestling skills. Frank Mir further added that the result of this fight won't affect Jon Jones's status, as he will always be remembered as the greatest heavyweight of all time.
Hit the nail on the head. I do think Tom Aspinall is the most dangerous heavyweight right now. 100% the biggest threat to pry that belt away from Jon Jones. But Jon has got to get that bag. Gets that bag.
30 million Kush.
Wait. You keep saying 30. Don't be counting the man's pockets like that. Hey, relax.
No, it's already, the word's already out there, man. People can't keep their mouth shut. 30 million?
Aspinall? God damn. It's like you risk going down as no matter what, you don't have to fight again. Greatest of all time, people will say that. You're the greatest of all time. Greatest of all time, Jon Jones. Or you risk it, go fight Tom Aspinall, possibly lose, and then it's like, he was the greatest. Then they're saying, yeah, but he...
Moreover, the former UFC champion Kamaru Usman is also aware of Aspin's power, and he mentions him as a huge threat to Jon Jones's title reign. According to Usman, Aspinall is a remarkable fighter, and right now he is the most dangerous heavyweight. Kamaru Usman highly rates